Hello. Trading has closed on June 29th, 2022. We always begin with our disclaimer. It's my trading plan for tomorrow, June the 30th. Please remember I can be completely wrong and any trade you make should be at your own risk. Look for the pattern with the early high, which is this. Tomorrow should have the early low. This green line is a prior FOMC announcement price. Just as yesterday it was resistance, today it was support. We had a target, 38.4176. That didn't print, so we have to call that one a miss. We'll add it to the list. I said unless we gap down smartly, it should print. We actually gapped up and then dropped smartly. I've said a number of times that's equivalent to gapping down smartly, but I didn't say it yesterday, and I can't come back today and claim that I did when I didn't. We have a new target from today, 38.0219, and unless we gap up smartly or gap in either direction and move smartly higher, the rules call for that to print. Early on, we got a MEJT sell signal plus an ultimate sell signal, but an optional higher target that we trade over this line and find resistance there. It doesn't say which will come first. When this came first, the target was to look for us to undercut this low. That's more than the minimum, so we didn't have to get more, but the ultimate signal will often deliver more than the minimum. We have the same pattern in the afternoon, but it hasn't paid off yet. So we have an ultimate sell signal and a sell signal, both with the same target, 38.02.19, but because of the ultimate, almost always you're going to go lower than this if it plays out. Well, we close little change today, and my policy is when we close little change, I just repeat the prediction I made from the day before. This was it. We said we're at one logical place for this drop to end. I don't think this chart looks too different from the way it looked yesterday. If anything, this trend line hits more precise. Now this is the count I'm using. I can't claim it's the only one, but we have to find some way to count this. Well, I'm calling today's action a triangle. If it's an ending diagonal triangle, we've completed it and should move up with a target of retracing the origin of the triangle, which is here. This is, what is this now? This is 38.51.32. But of course, it could be a symmetrical triangle, and if it is, there should be one more drop and then a reversal. Either way, we're either at a low or close to a low, if that's the right interpretation. Well, tomorrow's pattern has the early low, could still gap up. There is a lower MEJT target. Unless we gap and promptly move sharply higher, the rules call for it to print. Sentiment indicators are at levels compatible with a significant bottom in this area. The wave count as well, so we're close to a low, and next week historically is one of the most bullish weeks of the year. So I'm looking for long entries here. I can't rule out one more drop first. Doesn't break any rules. But I think by the end of next week, I think the chances are pretty good we're going to be higher than we are now. So tomorrow has the early low. I think this is either ending the diagonal triangle and we move up, or a symmetrical triangle and we drop and then move up. And that's today's call.